Welcome to another hands-on auto training video. In this example, we got a 2018 Nissan Versa that's a crank no start. My question to you guys is, how would you diagnose this without a scope? So just a brief history on the vehicle. It's a 2018, it's got a 1.6 liter in it. It has a new engine, new used engine. So we gotta keep that in mind. And this vehicle's been to the dealer that recommended an engine, and then the shop put an engine in it. It was still a crank, no start, no spark, no injector pulse. And then the shop went ahead and took it back to the dealer. The dealer told them to put ECM in it. They left it at the dealer installed an ECM, sold an ECM, and programmed an ECM, and we still have a crank, no start situation. No injector pulse and no spark. So moving along, one of the things that we always like to test is to make sure that we have a check engine light. When you turn the key on, we should always have a check engine light. And the next thing to do that's super simple is to check for DTCs, guys. Always check for codes. In this example, we had no codes. When you check for codes, one of the things you're eliminating is a communication problem. If you can communicate with the PCM, that's always a good step. The next thing I did, being this situation, I thought I'd scope out the cam and crank signals. So this is our crank signal here, and as we look at this, if we zoom in here, just so you get a feel for the Nissan crank pulses, there's 16 pulses per every 180 degrees of revolution. So there's 32 pulses in one full crankshaft revolution, and that would mean that we have 64 pulses in 720 degrees. I can show you how we can measure that quickly. It's not hard to do, and on this pattern, I had no idea what a good pattern was, and I didn't see anything obvious, and I was having a great deal of trouble locating a known good pattern for a 2018. I found a bunch of stuff for 15s and 14s, but you can see the repetitive nature here. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1. So we can quickly discern what one full cycle of the engine is. And just drawing out our rulers here, let's go to just after the one pulse, and then just after the one pulse again. And I'm centering this up on the missing tooth of the crankshaft, just after the one pulse of the cam. This is the intake cam, and this is the exhaust cam. If we zoom in here, like this, this is one cycle of the engine right here, okay? I'd like to measure. We're gonna add a measurement. We're gonna use channel A, which is our crank, and we wanna do falling edge count, and we wanna measure between the rulers, okay? So going between the rulers, line them up just where we are here. We have 64 teeth between the rulers, and then one revolution, if we move this cursor to 360 degrees, thereabouts, you can measure this right up here. If we go 360, we are measuring 32 teeth. So that's a good chance to scope out the crank sensor and know what a good crank sensor looks like. But the problem, like I said, we were having is we had no waveforms to compare to. So the next step I did was I went in cylinder just to see if we had decent compression. The engine sounded okay as it was cranking, but I just wanted to check in cylinder to make sure we did have good compression, and I was hoping that I could maybe see something off with the timing that was just in my face obvious, but I didn't. So on this pattern here, this is cranking, and I was wide open throttle as I was cranking this. We've got our compression, which is about 174 PSI. You can tell that by the scale over here. We're at 180. And we can also bring down a ruler, about 174, 175 PSI. And we have 4 exhaust cam pulses per 720 degrees of rotation. And this is our intake cam. Once again, I could not find a known good pattern. I was looking all over the place. But luckily, as luck would have it, I found a good pattern by a car that was pulled into a shop. They actually had another 2018 Nissan Versa with a 1.6 liter, same engine code. So looking at that, this is a totally different pattern. As you saw before, our green trace was on our exhaust cam, and our green trace channel C still is on the exhaust cam. And we have a 1 2 1 2 1 1 1 2 1 2 1 1 pattern going on. Totally different pattern than we had for the exhaust. We only have one pulse at a time on the bad engine or wrong engine. And also our intake is different. I have a comparison here so we can look at a picture. Let me blow this up. So I put this up there, and you can tell the total difference in this pattern. There's no question about it. We have a different pattern here. So, the good news is we are able to discern that the wrong engine's installed with the camshaft sensor out of the intake cam on this engine. And rotating over, we could see the 4 2 1 3 pattern, and on the good engine it was just a 2 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2. So my question to you guys is, how would you find this without having this pattern? Of course, I don't think guys do it all the time, is to pull the cam sensors out and actually look in there and verify camshafts or reluctor ring pulses on an engine before we install it. But I guess this was a one-off engine from what I heard. I mean, I'm sure it'll probably fit a 2019 too. So just another way we're doing this type of stuff. Guys, if you like my videos, please like and subscribe, smash the like button, put it on your notifications. I would appreciate all the input. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, give me a shout. And if you want to have hands-on training at your shop or for yourself, contact me with the link that I have in the description section. Have a great day, everybody.
Mm-hmm.